In 2015, we left the rat race and went to the farm. We bought a 100-year-old farmhouse and 9 acres. After 3 years of extensive renovations, we can finally call ourselves College Hill Farm.
Welcome back to College Hill Farm. It's 5:30 a.m. and we are in the pantry this morning trying to decide what to plant this year. Now, every year when we work out in the garden, we look at our pantry the year before to determine how much of something we're going to plant. For me, it's me and my wife, and then my sons get potatoes and some other things, but we don't put stuff up in the freezer for them to take. If they want to do stuff in their freezer, they come and when we harvest and pick what they want and put in their freezer. So for me and my wife, we just have to determine what it is we need more of, or what we've got plenty of. So I thought I'd show you my pantry and how we make that kind of decision. Now, I'm in my basement, and the reason it's 5:30 in the morning is that I like to get out before it gets hot. You know, I hate the heat, so I want to get out before it's hot. So here we are. If you want to look at our pantry, it's spring, and we're down a little bit. This is one part of the pantry. Of course, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've only got 36 quarts of tomatoes left from the winter. And we've got 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've only got 30 quarts of beans left, and looks like we've got about 37 quarts of corn, or pints of beans, and then pints of corn, 37 pints of corn. I've got 18 quarts of shuck beans, and I'll explain what those are in another video. We've got pickles and jam, and this is our canned stuff. We're all out of canned meat, and we're all out of some other stuff. One thing that we do, I hate growing peas. Peas for me, I've never had them grow well. So for me and her, we buy a case. Ever so often, we like peas, but I just don't like to grow them. That's that part of the pantry. But the pantry isn't all of it. We also have, here's our next thing, 3 freezers. And in these freezers, and look, you can see this one's getting low. This is the freezer we use for bread and cauliflower and broccoli. See, there's just not, we've got some cauliflower. Now, when the winter started, this freezer was full to the top with cauliflower and broccoli. And you can see where we are now. This freezer is our meat and our pizzas. This freezer's where we store our cut up onions and our corn, green beans, and so eggplant. We cut up onions, and this is one of the most awesome things you've ever done. We cut them up and freeze them like this, and when you come out, when you go to the freezer and get your onions, they're ready to go. You just have to break off a few, throw them in a skillet, and there's no chopping onions ever again. Okay, now off to our last freezer. Here's where I edit the videos here in the basement. Now this freezer is full of things like basil, green onions, okra, corn, beans. I see today, based on what we've got in the larder, we're not going to have to raise beans for the freezer this year. So the good news is we don't have to raise beans for the larder this year. We've got enough beans. We had like 40 bags in the freezer. We have like 36 or 37 pints cans, so we're not going to have to do beans, but that allows me to do a set of beans for seed this year. So my bean seed lasts about 5 years at a whack, so if I take one season and grow 99% of the beans for seed, then my seed is secure for the next 4 or 5 years. So that's good. It looks like we don't have to have corn this year. So most of my beans, I raise pole beans. I raise one variety of, well, that's for another video. So I'm not going to have to do much corn this year either. So we've got corn, we've got beans. I'll have to do tomatoes. Of course, we dehydrate those. We're out of dehydrated tomatoes. They're the greatest thing on the planet, and I'll show you that when we get to dehydrating the tomatoes. So that's pretty much how we decide what it is we need to grow. We're short on eggplant. We're short on cauliflower and broccoli and cabbage. We're out of cabbage totally. So of course you saw me put those in the garden already. So that's how we decide what we're going to plant every year. I'd like to thank you for visiting with us at College Hill Farm today. I hope you found our videos entertaining and or informative. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and comment on both Facebook and YouTube. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.